Javon Small, the only player in the Big 12 in the top 5 in scoring and assists. The opening tip goes to BYU in their home whites. And it's number 121, Trevin Nell in white, who's been on a heater himself lately from three-point range. Here's Yegor Demin, the freshman. I don't know if he'll get an assist for that one, but Keita opens the score.
That was definitely a missed shot, Rich.
Here's your West Virginia starting lineup. It begins and ends with number 7 in blue, as King alluded to. Javon Small has had a revelatory first season in Morgantown, and he's got his first bucket of the night. That shot off the mark, no foul called. And here's Powell, the freshman, on the leak out, but it's erased by Keita.
Level block by Keita. This is the level of effort. This is why this young man plays.
Saunders, number 2 in conference play in points per game, and he's got his first bucket.
He just keeps the game so simple.
Utah ties, and he's brought an NBA-style offense to program. There's Fus Traore out of the timeout with his first bucket.
That's such a tough play to guard.
Here's the freshman Jonathan Powell. 2 feet in the paint, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Andre with 2. They shoot it from 3 as well as anybody in the country. Inside, concerted effort to get it at close range, and they cash in again. 9 minutes gone by. West Virginia cannot buy a bucket. The step through by Small, and he answers that.
Ooh, that was pretty, Rich. The Euro slow step. That's what you want to see out of your best scorer.
Here's Dawson Baker. Kevin Young saying it's just a matter of time before he goes on an offensive run. That time it's stolen by Yesufu. At the other end with the 2-hand jam.
And Rich, right now with no Javon Small on the floor, where does the scoring come from if you're West Virginia?
We know where it comes from for BYU. It's Richie Saunders.
And remember, Hansberry has 2 fouls, so the rim protection is extremely limited. Look for BYU to attack and try to get to the rim.
Here's Hansberry for 3. Got it! First three-pointer of the game by an unlikely source.
That's a dangerous team right there.
Looks like they could be on the 1 seed line come NCAA tournament time. Sincere Harris. Here's Harris for 3. Off the mark. Tracked down by Okani, a fresh 20 seconds. And now the hesitation and the 3 by Small. BYU offense has been neutralized on their home floor so far. Here's Hall. Still can't find the bottom of the bucket, but Nell on the follow. Darren DeVries wants him to hunt his shot a little bit more. Be aggressive going to the hole. Here he goes along the baseline, but he's met by Saunders and turned away. And here's a pocket pick by Harris in transition for 2.
And Sincere Harris over here picking pockets and getting buckets, making it look easy.
And a good defensive stand by BYU. Let's see if they can convert. Saunders, relatively quiet, not anymore.
You cannot allow BYU to hit a big 3 or get this crowd going, because going down 2 compared to 5, 6, and
7 to shoot. Here's Hall. 3 seconds to go. They won't get a 3, but they get the 2 at the buzzer. And if you had Fus Traore on your bingo card as leading the Cougars in scoring, you're a big... BYU in their home whites with the opening possession of the second half. Here's Dimon, and he knocks a 3 down, and that's a great sign for Kevin Young. But there's one to add to a BYU run. Now Saunders surveying, takes it himself. Now they double team Small, and he's forced to give it up. 8 on the timer. Yesufu short on the 3. Keita clears for the Cougs. Here's Saunders. He has 10. Making a dozen, and he's got the bump in the bucket. His ability to drive the lane and then find the open man. Deep three. Powell knocks it down. Dimon mid-post. 2 feet in. Spins it off the window with the hand. Just a 17% three-point shooter on the season, the freshman KJ Tenner. Dimon, and one! Back-to-back buckets for the 18-year-old. Powell, he got it from the free throw line.
And that's what you have to do against the 2-3. You have to flash somebody into the middle. When the ball gets into the middle, when you're going up against the 2-3, usually good things happen.
Foose for 2. He's got a dozen. But right now their defense is bearing its teeth. And it's really been all Traore and Richie Saunders. There's Javon Small, working as hard as anybody in the country to get a shot off.
He's so good when he gets the ball in his left hand, his step back. Ball in the left hand, he's so comfortable. It's easy money.
Traore, no, gets his own miss. And no whistle. Andre back up to wall him up. And now an and one opportunity.
And I feel bad for Andre because there is nothing that he can do down low right now with Traore.
Inside, Traore. Stop me if you heard this already. They play a different style. They call it foosball, and that's what we're seeing tonight against West Virginia. And there's another bucket right on cue, and he's 2 rebounds away from his second double-double this season.
I like that one, Rich. Foosball. That was creative. That was really creative. I got to give you your props on that one.
You, sir? I aim to please, kid. He has BYU's last 8 points in a game-high 18, does Foose Traore. And Hansberry finally gets a bucket for West Virginia. That's just the 4th field goal this half for the Mountaineers. Bounce pass. Traore, this time blocked by Hansberry, but he gets it back and gets it to go.
Foose not only getting it down on offense, but we see him on the defensive side with the hard head.
Cat-like quickness from 45 and white. But there's Yesufu with his first bucket of the second half.
And the offense of West Virginia extremely stagnant because the spacing is all messed up due to BYU not guarding non-shooters.
Still just 1 triple for a BYU team that makes about 11 a game. Here's Dimon. He's got both of the threes tonight for BYU.
Defensively, you automatically get better. And if you send a double, he has the vision to be able to pass out of it.
Hansberry, nice move, spins to his left off the window. King, only 6 major conference teams have a better margin of victory at home than the BYU Cougars. Houston, Baylor among them.
There's no clean driving angles because they're helping off of non-shooters, which makes it so tough.
Stewart, all of a sudden, the lid is off the rim. He has been hounded and harassed all night. That one up and in, a tough 2. Here's Dimon, 2 threes on the night. Only 4 of them all night for this BYU sharpshooting club. Baker off the window. Keita gives it to Baker, and he gets the floater to go.
Baker does such a good job of getting an angle on you, using his body to cut you off and get to that mid-paint area and knock down the floater.
A rare open look for Javon Small. He has 15 now. So I'm being told those 2 missed free throws by West Virginia means free Chick-fil-A for the students. There's Dallin Hall with another 3, his second of the half. Craig Smith unceremoniously dismissed. And Josh Eilert, who was West Virginia's head coach a year ago, now the head coach interim-wise for the Utes. After that game at Iowa State, BYU will close the season with the Holy War matchup, a rematch against Utah. Boscovich.
And Boscovich showing this sneaky bounce.
They make 11 threes a game, and yet they're going to end up winning this game by more than 20.